I won't be unjust if I not introduce you to modules from this part of the tutorial, because it is what we are going to be using a lot of times. And we have three types of module. We have core modules, we have local modules, and we have third-party modules. In this video, I'm going to just introduce you to the local modules. So definitely I'm going to create a file called volume.js. You can name your file anything. And the importance of these modules is for you to be able to separate your code. So the code will be maintainable and more or less bulky in a space, because if you definitely want to write everything in a single file, it's okay, but you want to separate your code in later on. Maybe if you are building a very large application, you want to separate the code to make it maintainable and less bulky. So you create different files, and these different files are called modules, because definitely you want to connect each of them together to be able to work with them. So calculate the volume of a cuboid. This is the like simple calculation we are going to do in this file we just created, which is volume.js. So, and you are going to see the way we are going to use it in another file as a module, as our local module. So console.log, let's say we const, we want to create the formula for calculating the volume of a cuboid. So I name it cuboid volume, and I'm going to just create my own simple arrow function. So as easy as that. So inside there now, I want to just pass in the three parameters, because if you know how to calculate the volume of something, you know we need the length, the height, and the width. So I just pass it. I just pass the parameters in there, and then I just want to return the multiplication of all the three parameters I've passed in there inside my function. So it should return length times width times height, and that's all I needed. So I want to export this because I'm going to use it in another file, as I mentioned. So I must export it to be able to use it in another file. If you forgot to export this, that means you are going to be facing an error which you won't know what's happening. So module.export equals to cuboid volume. That's all I need to export, because that's the only function I have there. So I want to require it from this file. You know, I've already exported this, so I can require its cost. I can name it anything, but I want to name it the same thing I named the ones I export to avoid any issue. So I want to require what I already have in there. So inside the single quote or double quote, I can just require the volume, and I can add the volume.js or leave it like this. Everything will be totally fine. So I've already required it. Now I can use my function as I want. So I can just make sure my answer, let my answer to be equals to, I will now, sorry, I refuse to do the equals to sign. That's why I'm seeing this along the line of red. And okay, right. So now I call the function and pass in the arguments. So you see we have three numbers, which is 12, 6, and 7. So I can pass them as an argument inside my function. I believe if you know the basics of JavaScript, you understand what I'm doing. So, and then I just want to log the answer. That's all I want to do here. So now we have created we created a local module and imported it successfully. So I want to open up the terminal to run it. You know, we are going to be running almost everything inside our terminal this current time, this Node.js. So I'm going to do node index.js, not volume.js. Please take care. So, and you can see my answer is displayed successfully in here, which is great. So this is how you can create a local module in JavaScript.